I am super excited to talk about this topic today: Mother Nature's sanity and abundance. Everything is so connected, it is insane, but that's actually sane. uh, so maybe let's begin with a Krishnamurti quote that I love, that it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. So many people today are depressed, lost, confused, addicted. And what I have found that brings me the most peace, sanity, and sense of connection and well being is nature. And actually, the way I began Avasol as a creative artistic project was when I felt this overwhelming desire to take nude self portraits with plants back in 2017. And I didn't understand what it was all about. I had taken some nude self portraits before as a part of a challenge, but it was very new for me. But because I always follow, I started doing it, and it ended up being a very healing, profound experience. I did 3 different series. The second one of like 100 something photos each. And the second one I shot in Hawaii, where I was surrounded by the plants. I didn't want to pick them or anything. And it was so healing for me in a way to come back to my true self and remember who I truly am. A huge part of spiritual awakening. And nature has been such an important part in my art, in my life. I walk every day on this beautiful trail by the river. And I know that this helps me feel so centered, so grounded, and be reminded of what is truly important in life. And I feel the more people lose their connection with nature, the more lost they become in general and seek to find connection through addiction, whatever kind that is, because they feel this void inside and they have to fill it with something, whether it is food or, like video games, television, drugs, alcohol, work. And when we're connected with nature, we can fill that void with what truly matters and feel how abundant nature is, how giving it is, how everything that we need is given to us for free, and be grateful for life and see it as a gift. The sun is a gift, water is a gift, air is a gift, the earth is a gift, and without those things, we cannot live. So taking them for granted, it's like insane. It's like taking life for granted and not having appreciation, not having reverence, not honoring the sacred. And when we forget to honor the sacred, which we are part of nature, when we don't honor ourselves, we feel lost. We feel something huge is missing. We feel like we have no value because we don't give gratitude for any of the things that are given to us for free. We forgot who we are, what we depend on, what is central and important to our lives, and we get depressed. And in the meantime, all of our addictions serve to deplete nature. And we deep down inside feel it in our bones that something is terribly wrong, but we can't put a finger on it. So we take more drugs or get more addictions. And the way to stop that detrimental cycle is by tuning back into nature, taking time to slow down. I just saw a book in the bookstore scientifically explaining why touching, hearing um, plants and like smelling plants and just involving our senses with nature is beneficial for us. And it's like, well, everybody innately knows that we don't need science to prove that to us. If we return to nature, all of our instincts come back. And I can tell you that without reading a book of 250 pages, just by going and touching a plant, it feels so good. Uh, Especially if it's after rain or in the morning when there's morning dew, just observing nature. And as a photographer, I pay close attention to the light and how the light changes the color of a leaf. It's so much beauty. Nature is pure art. And when we spend time in nature, we harmonize back to balance, to order, to the natural way of things, and return to our natural essence. And that's where sanity and health comes from, not just physical, but emotional, mental, and spiritual. And it is so simple. Yet, how many people truly do it? And how many people take the time to actually be present in nature and communicate, engage with it, really observe? And we may consider it a luxury. Like, oh no, I have to go to work, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. But even 15 minutes in the day of pure presence and meditation in nature, meditating, contemplating nature, can give us so much and can help our lives run so much smoother. So it's, to me at least, it's a very important topic to consider, and it can solve so many issues and make so many things redundant, because by establishing, re-establishing, and re-remembering that connection with nature, we learn to hear our inner voice and honor that sacredness, feel that gratitude, um, see the interconnectedness in nature, and having that realization that we're part of it. Uh, it gives us the sense of belonging. And instead of trying to belong to a society that is profoundly sick in so many ways, we can belong to what we naturally belong, nature. And nature can remind us what is right and true. And then we can align with other humans who share the same values and who have returned to their true selves and back to wholeness and have done this healing from dogmatic beliefs and uh, beliefs that don't serve us, and brainwashing and media. And exist in this calm state of a regulated nervous system, peace, and realness and truth, with a very clear realization of what is important, what needs to be treasured, our own sacredness, the sacredness of all life, reverence, honoring, true joy, true peace, true love, and true connection. And in this way, we become nature again, which we've always been, and we can radiate that peace and that connection and that well being, and help others remember and take care of nature, which is our mother, and feel good about healing that connection and existing in harmony with all.